Today we're going to Walupt Creek Falls, a very beautiful waterfall here in Washington that is not always accessible because of the road closure due to snow coverage in the wintertime. And the road itself, from what I understand, is pretty rough. So I'm gonna go ahead and show what it takes to get there, and then the hike to the falls. We'll see how it goes. I just turned off the highway. It's Forest Road 21 that you make a right on, and the parking area is right off this road, and then we're gonna hike 2 miles to the waterfall. We'll see how it goes. I'll try and show you some bits of the road so you can see like how bad it is. So that's where the fork is. You keep staying on Forest Road 21, and we're about 2 miles away from our turnoff. And honestly, you can see from the drone video, the road is actually not too bad so far. It's okay. I have a feeling that once we make this left turn though, it ain't gonna be good, but we'll see. So after that three-way intersection, we went to the left on Forest Road 2160, and it's about 3 miles or so to the parking area before we get off. And so far, I'm impressed with this road. It's actually pretty smooth. Maybe a little further up it gets really bad, but initially this road's pretty nice. Now this first picture is my GPS and where I parked, right next to the camp. This second picture is where the trail starts and where you would drop in to the left. So we came from down that way. There are these rocks as you're coming down on the left-hand side of the road, and I parked on the right. And I'm pretty sure the path goes down that way. I think you can see this is a pretty easy path to follow. There are a few trees in the way and obstacles to go around, but nothing too crazy. I did see in some places that they mentioned the trail being marked by this ribbon. That's the first one I've seen so far. I'll keep track of how easy it is to follow these ribbons. But I mean, so far the path is really easy to follow. No big deal. So just past that other marker, I came across this one, which is down trail left. And it looks like this is where we cut down. Found one more marker over there, and I know we have to cross this creek. So I basically just cut across close to where the creek was, looking for where people had been moving through by disturbed branches and logs that had been walked over a couple of times. And then you come to this marker right here on this tree that leads you to that log down there to cross. And then the trail picks up on the other side, and I can already see the ribbons on the other side. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward creek walk down following the creek all the way to the waterfall. A beautiful sound crossing this creek with these fallen logs. A beautiful sunny day. I gotta say, whoever marked this was not short on ribbon. There is ribbon marking this trail like every 15 or 20 feet. I think as you can see here, this path is pretty well worn, so if you're not good at spotting the markers, if you just look down, you'll see where everybody's been walking. Now I gotta say, once you get a couple hundred yards into this and you're on the other side of the creek, there's really almost no reason to look for the ribbons anymore. The path is really, really well laid out. Many people have been out here. I ran into 2 people already on their way back. So I think this will be pretty easy. So far from what I can see, the water levels look really, really good. I had hopes to really kind of walk in there, but wow, it's flowing really good. Here's where the falls are. This viewpoint is incredible. That's where I was standing. If you're afraid of heights, you probably don't want to go over there. But what a viewpoint. Now once you get to this point, you're basically following this easy path all the way down to the bottom of the falls, where you can get in the water and play around. The downside is we have to come back up this, and I'm pretty sure it's like 300 feet vertical in not a very long distance. So it should be fun coming back. What an incredible waterfall. Beautiful. I can't wait to get in. Now once you get closer to the bottom, the last little bit is kind of steep and looks a bit loose, so you may want to be careful with your footing in this section. Beautiful color. Incredible area.
Walupt Creek Falls is a massive 221-foot drop, but it also has a maximum width of over 200 feet, making it a really stunning and unique looking waterfall. It then slopes slightly and joins the Sispus River. I would rate this hike as medium difficulty due to the steep incline at the very bottom. However, it is so worth it for that view.
What a place! Beautiful. I had to wait a year to come here and it was so worth it. What an amazing waterfall. Sometimes you gotta just sit down and enjoy the sound of the waterfall. And the bone-chilling water. Makes you feel alive.
This clip is of the upper section of the falls, which I don't think a lot of people get to see, but I wanted to show it. And here we have the incredible bright green pool where the two creeks meet.
Now upon exiting, if you follow the ribbons all the way to where they start, they bring you to this campsite area, which is not where I started. But this is just a few hundred yards maybe, or not even, down the road from where I dropped in. This is the easiest way back, I think. On the way out, right as you are getting pulled away from the creek, is right where the trail becomes less obvious. At this point is where the ribbons start. Find that first ribbon, walk to it, and then find the next one and just keep doing that. And you will very easily get back to this spot where these two rocks mark the trail entrance. And that's it. Easy peasy. These two rocks. Probably the easiest place to start and find the ribbons and get to Walupt. Not the way I started, but upon exiting, if I were to come back here, I would definitely just go this way. Really easy.